Well, hi there, and welcome to this brief but hopefully interesting tutorial. We're going to learn an effect I call Flyback, which you've seen many times. This is it. Bunch of pictures, flyback, and all settle into the background in some kind of mosaic pattern of your choice. And you can, of course, have these fly back at different speeds. I've got them hitting in about 3 seconds. But this looks like it might be difficult to do, time-consuming to do, and in fact, it's not. So this is what we're going to do. I'm going to show you how you can do this very easily and very quickly. So let's switch into a new comp here. And first thing we'll do is add a new solid. And we'll just make it black. And then we're going to add an effect of a gradient ramp. And I'll just pull the black down a bit. And we'll make this kind of a dark red like that. Pretty good. So now we've got a background. Now what we're going to do is start adding pictures. And I've got a bunch of shots here. And we're just going to drag them in one at a time. Size them. Oops. I could have done this before, but I want to show you how easy this is. It's nice to have different formats. Some can be square, some can be rectangular. A tall one is nice, and if you find one that you like, that you would like to crop, then just mask it right here in After Effects. Like we could take this one and just do a really thin mask like that. And scale that down and move it in there and move it up there. So you just keep bringing pictures in here. I've done this with as many as 80 pictures. I'm not using that many here. But depending on the effect you want and how many pictures you've got, I've used this many times at the end of a video, particularly one where you've had a lot of people shots. You go into the video, get some frame grabs, and build a nice ending. It's got kind of a nice wow factor with these pictures flying in, and people would say, wow, that's really cool how they do that. And so you can do it with as many pictures as you feel like sitting here and dropping into your comp. But you'll see this is really easy. Once we get all these pictures in, the effect itself takes about 15 seconds to create. So we'll just keep dropping these photos in. You can, of course, use video. Anything that's video can be a still frame in After Effects, and anything that's a still frame could be a video. So you could mix still shots and video clips. You could have all video clips, which is kind of interesting. There's a whole lot of motion going on, obviously. But we're just doing this with stills, just to give you an idea of how to build this effect easily. 3 more here. And you can take as much time as you want positioning these and creating the mosaic the way you want, but I'm just kind of doing it quickly. Okay, so now we've got all our pictures in, and they're all pretty much in a position where we want. That is the key. Because now what we want to make sure is that our comp knows what position we want these pictures to be in when they land. The way to do that is we're going to move the time marker down here to about 3 seconds because I've decided I want the pictures to take about 3 seconds to land. So we're going to move this down to 3 seconds. Now I'm going to select all. We don't need the background here. And hit P for position and hit a keyframe marker. That puts a keyframe marker for every image at 3 seconds in. This is where these pictures are going to sit 3 seconds into their existence, so to speak. Now we're going to go to the front of the comp. We're going to go to the 3D switch and turn 3D marker on for all the layers, and you see now they're 3D. And when you look, let's zoom in, you notice that we've got the X, Y, and the Z markers here, the little arrows. If you go to hover over the blue one, which is the Z space, grab it and drag, all these images are going to drag out. You can hold the shift key down, by the way, and they'll drag much faster till they get out of the frame. That's their first position, and that's their second position because that's where we put that marker of 3 seconds in. And so there you've got them all moving back. Now that, of course, is not what we want because we want them to come in randomly and look, at different rates. The way to do that is very simple. We're going to go here, select all our layers, go down to the bottom layer, hold the Command key down and click off, then move all of them over a little bit, click off, move everything over, and see everything above it moves with the group. Command click, move, Command click, move. And we're just staggering when these layers start to come in, which means, of course, that they will end at different times. So we'll do this, move this over, over, over. And the farther away you move this, the more separation there's going to be in how long, in when the images start coming in. So if you want them to be more separated, then you want, more distance between these start and stop times in the layers. So that's it. Now if we go back to the front, you see that they're all coming in at different times. Everything just kind of, if we hit the space bar and let that render, they fly in. Took no time at all. I don't know what we've been, 6 minutes or so. So next thing we want to do is pre-comp this. So we select all the layers and we go up to Layer and Pre-Compose. Click OK. So now we've got all our pictures in a pre-composed layer. And the reason I did that is because we're going to go up here to Effect, Stylize, Glow. And I'm going to put just a little bit of a glow on that, just to add a little bit of punch. Don't have to do it. It just makes them pop a little bit. So if we hit the space bar, let it render, and in they come. And that's all there is to it. As I said, you could build this with as many pictures as you want. I think 80 is as many as I've done so far, but you can make them very small and put 150 pictures in here, and it makes a very impressive ending to a video, or a beginning to a video, the end of a slideshow, whatever you want to do. But it's real quick, real easy, and it's a great effect. So that's it. Hope you've enjoyed it, and I hope you get to try it, and I hope it works out. Thanks for watching.